Hey guys, so I am here today to do a quick update for you and also to tell you a little bit about some books that I've received in the post. First off, I just want to say thanks all for bearing with me. I know I've been really sporadic with uploading recently, and that will go on for a little bit, but officially in 2 weeks' time I am moving house into my new home and I'm so excited about it. It's going to be great. I love it. I know that it's going to be so good for YouTube because I will have like a dedicated room for, well, it's the guest room, but I'm gonna like take over the guest room as my filming room whenever we don't have guests over. So I'll have like my own space to do this, and it will just be a lot less road noise and a lot better hopefully for lighting and for having all my books in the same place. I think it's just going to be a really great move, and besides all that, it's a house that we love. So very exciting. That's happening in 2 weeks and I cannot wait. But it does mean that a lot of the things in this flat that we're in right now are in boxes. You guys noticed that my bookshelves in the last few videos were super bare, so bear with me whilst I am moving all the books. Don't worry, I haven't got rid of all of them. They are in the flat and they are coming to the new house with me, but they are mostly in boxes to keep them safe just whilst we move. And as I say, like, hopefully within 3 weeks you'll start getting much more regular content from me, because I plan to try and set up the book room really soon, because putting together bookshelves and putting all the books on the bookshelf is going to be really easy, hopefully. So yeah, fingers crossed, if all goes smoothly then you'll see much more regular content from me. Besides that, there's also SPFBO 5, which is about to start. So the start date for SPFBO 5 is the 1st of July. I've already been assigned my 30 books, which I will do a video on for you guys, and I've also chosen my 3 favourite covers, so I will put links to them in the description, so that you can go and like find Mark Lawrence's blog and see what he's assigned to me and also which covers I've chosen. But I will do like a full video on that once I have the time to sit down. It might not be before I move, probably won't be, you never know, but this is just, yeah, to update you guys. So I've got SPFBO coming up. I'm also planning to do a reread of the Brent Weeks Lightbringer series as part of a project for Orbit, and I'm really excited about that before the new one comes out. I'll tell you more about that soon. And I've also been getting lots of books in the post, so I've packed up the majority of my bookshelves, and yet still more books are arriving. Obviously I'm not in my new place yet, so I don't want to tell publishers that I've moved because I haven't yet, but there's more and more books arriving, so I'm now going to get a new box just to put all the new books in, which is not a bad problem to have. So I thought I would sit down and just tell you what I've received in the post. Most of it is unsolicited. There's a few things that I was very excited about and a few things that I didn't even know were coming out, but I am really excited about them. So let's just start off with this one, which is one that I think turned up about 2 days ago. It's by Anthony Ryan and it's called The Wolf's Call. And honestly, I don't really know much about this series. I didn't even know that Anthony Ryan was bringing out a new series, but he's a bit of a mixed bag for me. I really liked his first book, the debut book. I thought that was amazing. And then this one is, yeah, a new series by him. It just says, Valen Al-Sorna is a living legend. It was his leadership that overthrew empires and his sacrifice that saved the unified realm from destruction. I think this is actually a continuation from the previous series, because I feel like that name rings a bell. I have not read that series for ages, so remind me if I am thinking of a completely different book, but it seems like this might be a continuation series, so I won't read any more of that in case it's got spoilers. But obviously an empire's been saved, that's good. We kind of assume that with fantasy anyway, it probably will be saved, so I'm not too worried about giving that away. But yeah, this one comes out on the 25th of July and it was sent to me by Orbit, so I'm very excited to have it. Very much looking forward to reading it because, as I say, Anthony Ryan, I absolutely loved Bloodsong, that's the one. Didn't love his second and third book in that series, but I did like his, is it Draconis something series, the dragony one. I've read the first and some of the second book in that series and I enjoyed it. Basically, I'm very bad at finishing his series, but I really like the first book usually, so hopefully I'll like this one as well. Let me know if you've heard of it or read it, or if you're excited to read it. I definitely think it has a very Viking-esque, battle-heavy vibe with like this wolf and this man. should be quite interesting. The next one I have turned up today, and I'm very happy to have it, but did not expect it to come. It's called Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron, and it's published by Harper. This one says it's an explosive fantasy set in a West African-inspired world of blood magic and deadly legend where one girl must sacrifice her life year by year to gain the power she needs to save her people, which just sounds like a fascinating idea. And on the front there's a little quote saying, "Grandmother said I will be a powerful witch doctor one day, but I can't wait that long." So it definitely sounds intriguing. I love the kind of cover design. It's one that comes out fairly soon, I think, and the cover will look quite different. Well, at least according to this, it will. That's what the actual cover will look like. And it comes out actually not very soon, September, so a little bit of a wait. But this one comes out 19th of September, so definitely keen to have this and try it out hopefully before then. The next one I have is a continuation of a series, and I did not realise just how chunky these books were going to get when I started the series. I'm actually a book behind on this series, so I haven't read the one just before this, but this is Beneath the Twisted Trees by Bradley Beaulieu. I am planning to binge read both of these back to back because I really enjoyed the first one, but by the time I got to the second one I had forgotten bits of it, or I needed like a refresher, and it took me a while to get into it. So I'm quite happy that I have the third and the fourth back to back to read now, and I mean, these covers are stunning. These books are set in a world where there are 12 kings, that's the name of the first book, and it's all about kind of overthrowing them, and we follow a group of different people who are all kind of working towards that and working towards their own aims. It's definitely epic fantasy. I love the series and I plan to get back to it soon with book 3 and book 4, so I'm very happy to have that one. And then the next one is one that I was really excited about because this author has done a previous collection of short stories and I adored it. It is one of my favourites ever. And this is Exhalation by Ted Chiang. His previous one was something, Stories of Your Life and Others, I think it's called. Something, yeah, Stories of Your Life and Others. I should have just read the blurb. And he is also the author of Arrival, which is the basis, the short story for the film The Arrival. So if you've seen that, it's excellent. You should definitely watch it. The story is just fabulous as well. And his short stories were just breathtaking to me when I read them before. I just haven't found someone else who I like as much except for Ken Liu. They're my sort of top short story authors, I suppose. I love both of them. And Ted Chiang's new collection is one that I've been highly anticipating ever since I read his first collection. I'm very glad he's got around to releasing a second, and it's absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. So really looking forward to diving into this soon. And then the next one is, again, one that I had heard of, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get it, and it just turned up. And this one is A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. It comes out in September, and I think the arcs for this are really, really pretty. You might have seen them, but this is what the final cover should look like. There you go. It just says, gripping, fast-paced, and introducing a new cast of bold new characters. This is Abercrombie at its very best. So it is set in the First Law series, in the First Law world, but it's the start of a new series, I believe, and I'm not sure what time period it is. Presumably it's later than the other books, but I don't know. I will admit that I have never finished the First Law series. It's actually the book that I reviewed first on this channel, was the first one in that series, and I have still not finished the third. I definitely should, because I really enjoyed the first two, but I haven't got round to it. So maybe this is the push in the right direction to finish that series and hopefully get on with some of the other First Laws, or maybe I'll just start here and go back to some of the previous books as well. So yes, that one is the final one that came in the post, and I just wanted to also tell you guys what I'm currently reading. So first up is The Ruthless, which is book number 2 in the Deathless series by Peter Newman. I'm actually audiobooking this. I would insert a photo, but I think I'm just going to upload this video raw without any editing. So if I've done that, then I'm afraid you can't see a photo, but you can Goodreads it, and it's just called The Ruthless by Peter Newman. I loved the first one, The Deathless, and I'm very excited to be back in this world. It's all come back to me already. Emma Newman narrates it, and she's excellent. So generally or genuinely, one of the two, It's superb and I'm very happy to be back in that world. And then the other one I'm reading, which, tell me if you guys have read this one or if you're feeling the same way. I am reading Cage of Souls. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. The first bit I really enjoyed, the middle bit was a bit up and down for me, and then this like last quarter that I've been reading, I just don't know, it's kind of teetered off a little bit and I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't feel like it's bad, I just don't feel like it's as good as I've come to expect from Adrian Tchaikovsky's work so far. So maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I'd love to have your opinions if you are reading this. What are you thinking about it? Because I'm just not really sure so far. Anyway, that's what I'm reading. That one and the Ruthless, I'm kind of going between them. I think I might end up finishing the Ruthless first, even though I started after, just because it's gripping me more and it's shorter. This one I might come back to after that. It's such a shame because I adore the cover and I love the concept of the world, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it as much as I want to. The characters are not gripping me in the way I want them to. So we'll see. It could all turn around. There's still a quarter of the book to go, but I don't think it's going to be my favourite Tchaikovsky, let's put it that way. So that is almost everything I'm reading. There's one other, it's called The Lightning Struck Heart, and it's by TJ Klune. I'm audiobooking this one with Steve, my partner, and I love this book. It is exceptionally wonderful. Again, I'll link it below in the description so you guys can find it, but oh my god, it's so good. It is the best LGBT book I've ever read, and it's fantasy, and it's hilarious, it's witty. I'm going to do a full review on this because honestly I love it. So that's the other one you've got to look forward to me doing a review of soon. I've also read quite a few books since I last did some reviews, and I haven't reviewed them yet, so I will do some reviews as soon as I move, or maybe before if I get a chance, probably after I move. So yeah, I'm still alive, I'm still reading books. I'm actually reading a good amount of books. I just haven't sat down and updated you guys in a while, so I'm sorry for that, but I will be back soon as I move house, and hopefully this will be the last time I move house for a long time, because this one is going to be our house, so no need to keep moving around. But yes, I will be moving in 2 weeks and I'm so excited. So let me know if you guys are excited about any of the books that I've just shown you. I definitely am, and I can't wait to read quite a few of them. I'm going to find it quite hard to choose where to start, so let me know your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon in another video. Maybe very soon should be in about 2 weeks with another video. Thanks guys, bye!